everything there's a part that's not fun, followed by a part that's fun. How can we get the part that's not fun the fastest? Do that in real life. Just queue up, go bonk build, start smashing things around. Basically what I'm saying is just queue up in real life. Start trolling in real life. Just roll the dice, man. Take your swings. Be in the arena. Queue up for a game. Dying 50 times to a boss has never stopped us from playing the game. Why don't we just apply that same things in real life? We can. So in typical fashion, I'm recording videos on time. And I thought, should I even record it this time? And I was like, wait a sec. It's normal that some days you wake up and you're like, am I gonna be able to do it today? Like, am I gonna be able to squeeze this in? What do I say? And it's like, wait a second. I don't know how the video is gonna turn out. When has that ever stopped me from playing a game? I never knew how the games were gonna turn out. Like, I still queued up for games. Like, so I'm just showing up here. I'm just keeping it rolling. And sometimes I'll just find myself editing my videos and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to post this. It's not ready yet. You gotta do it. You gotta get it out there. You just have to show up. You just have to turn up every day. That's it. That's what you promised. Life is about keeping your promises to yourself, not disappointing yourself. What is the feeling that I want to feel at the end of the day? Not right now. Because right now is going to pass by so fast. When you go for a heavy lift, your blood pressure's through the roof, your face is all red. And as soon as you drop the weights, you just go, and all that's gone. It changes so fast, so how you feel right now really doesn't matter. So instead I go, how do I want to feel at the end of the day? There's games where you just start and you're like, we're going to lose. We're losing this from the champ select. I can tell. And you lose it. And it's like, but I still queue up for another game, so. Honestly, I understand games better than life, and why not use what I already know from games? It helps me so much. A lot of things in life that are worth doing are kind of like a late game picks. Right now, I'm making a video every day. I got 4 subscribers right now. This is early game. Like, my champ is gonna suck until like level 16 or something. So I'm gonna be showing up, queuing up for a game, rolling it, just whatever happens. You don't know what day you're gonna hit it. Some days you just show up and weights start flying off the floor. Sometimes you just start winning games. Sometimes you just show up and you're talking sharp. Your brain is firing and you don't know what day that's gonna be. But if you show up every day, you just like make it more likely that you hit it, or that you don't miss the day. If you miss a day, that kind of punishes you so hard because it invalidates all those previous days. That's what's scary to me. It's like missing the day when I could have hit it. Every time I thought about, man, I'm in 1,000 calorie deficit from yesterday. I'm on like 5 hours of sleep. Should I even go to the gym? I'll probably go catabolic. Every time I go in this state, I hit a PR every single time. I don't know why. I don't know how this fucking works, but it's just like, man, oh yeah, it's just like refreshes your entire energy. And it's like leveling up in a game just fills up your health bar. It's the same way, just fills up your energy bar. And it's like, man, it just like reinforces everything everything I've been doing until now. Even with this like calorie deficit and lack of sleep, it's just compounded anyways. I just got results anyways, even though I'm not in perfect conditions. And so it's like, who cares about perfect conditions? Things that's helped me is sometimes I would just say, I don't want to do it now. And I say, so what? It's like, ooh, I don't want to do it. It's like, so what? So what? You don't want to do it, so what? It's like, I guess nothing. And then I just go and do it anyways. Because it's like, if I just wait to want to do it, I don't know really when that's going to happen. And I was just like, how would my life be different if I just do things even if I don't want to do them? When you do something every day, it feels like you're making months worth of progress in weeks. If you haven't tried to do something every day, I highly recommend it because there will be some setup in the first like week or so, like learning how to set up cameras and lights or whatever. And when you lift, you know how the first workout you gotta learn technique and you lift, lightweight and you gotta think about where you place your feet. It's just like, it's kind of annoying. But then you learn the technique and you don't have to think about it anymore. And then you start to lift heavier weights. And then it becomes so much more fun. And so there's like a part, in everything there's a part that's not fun, followed by a part that's fun. How can we get the part that's not fun the fastest? For me, that is just doing it every day. So if I look back at my videos 2 weeks ago, it's like, it feels like I made months worth of progress in like weeks. And that's the only way I know how to do it. And I just want to get to the part that's fun faster. Just want to go through the part that isn't fun. When you start, it turns out to be not nearly as sexy as you think. It is very humbling to start because your brain kind of fucks you over. It's like you go, like, I have 10 minutes to film. It's like, oh, that's not enough. Like, oh, I have half an hour to go to the gym. Oh, that's not enough. Yes. But you gotta do it so that you could eventually get to 1 hour. You're not gonna go from no plates to 225 bench. You're just not. It doesn't happen like that. And so you gotta start at like half a plate, 5 pounds, something. But our brain tells us it's not enough. And you know what I say back? I say, so what? And my brain just kind of goes, I don't know. It's like, exactly. Like, how many games have we played where we just queued up, we didn't know what was going to happen? We didn't play it basically wasn't enough. The way we played wasn't enough. How many games have we played like that? Zillions, right? You can't count it. So when has not enough ever stopped us from playing a game? We don't. And there's a lesson in games. Games actually are super profound. So games teach you something very important, which they taught me that you could mess up, you could lose a game, and you could still have a good time. You could make bad videos, you could fail your lifts and still have a good time. You know how many lifts I failed and I'm like, I'm glad I went for that. Sometimes the weights just don't budge. They're just not moving, right? You're just pulling with your full strength. They're just not moving, or they just move like a tiny bit. So what? You know what feels even worse? I actually don't feel any regret after that. I was like, I did it. And you know what I say? There's days like this too. Like, it happens. But if I don't go for the PR, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to try to do it. It feels like you're shrinking. It literally feels right here in your chest. It feels like a feeling of shrinking. It feels like this. I don't like that. Basically what I'm saying is just queue up in real life. Start trolling in real life. Just roll the dice, man. Take your swings. Be in the arena. Queue up for a game. It's like making videos every day, just trying to lift every day. You just basically going bonk build in real life. I'm just playing Dark Souls bonk build real life. Just running around naked with a club, just smashing things. I used to play Sekiro back in the day. The fucking father of the boss, Great Shinobi Hall, I died 57 times, I believe, to that guy. It made me stop the game for 2 months. I took 2 months off the game because I tilted so hard. And I just came back. And I kicked his ass. Like, I went into some kind of God mode, ultra instinct. I know all your moves, old man. And I just kicked his ass. I just embarrassed him, right? And I was like, what happened? How did it happen? It's just like, I learned all his moves. And it's funny because in those games you get destroyed, like just humiliated. And then you go into completely opposite direction where you just dodge every move perfectly and just execute a perfect win. Do that in real life, just queue up, go bonk build, start smashing things around. Dying 50 times to a boss has never stopped us from playing the game. And when you beat him after getting destroyed 50 times in a row, there's like a feeling of triumph, a feeling of accomplishment. There's like, let me teach you, old man. So it's like, why don't we just apply that same things in real life? We can. The same way not giving up, the same way achieving something is satisfying, not giving up is satisfying too. So if you don't give up and then achieve something, you get double the satisfaction. And if you don't give up for a long time, probably the thing you gain is also worth more. So you go from 2 times satisfaction to probably like 10 times the satisfaction. So let's just queue up for another game. Keep it rolling.